sbtracks.com.
Yo, what up everybody? It's Danny with Gardening for Gains, and we're out here in the garden. As you can see, it's a nice lush jungle. Just going to be doing a couple different tasks today just to kind of tackle the new growth that we've got. As you can see, I've got the finger pruner here on my hand right now, and really nice for, especially for pruning tomatoes. Fits on your first fits on your first two fingers. Got a nice little thumb latch here, for quick access. And so basically, you can do a lot of different tasks at the same time as pruning without having to put them down or have a sheath, to put the pruners in. So I'll be going through pruning out dead stuff, the lower third of the tomato plant, and any suckers that have grown up in between the main stem and the and any branches. And then last thing we'll be doing is using our Max Tapener gun to stake the tomato plants up. As they've grown. There's probably about 2 feet of excess since the last spot where we staked it up. So just going to give them some nice support that'll help, support flowering and fruiting and overall tomato plant health. All right, so as you can see, here we've got a tomato plant. You can see like there's the main stem, it's kind of going up here. And then you got this weird little area right here. So then this is a branch, obviously. This is the main stem. And then this thing, it's grown so well. Why would we want to take it out though? So this is what we call a sucker. And basically why it's called that is it's sucking all the energy out of the main stem of the plant to create another header. So what you want to do is prune that out. Make sure you clip it, nice and close. It's not the greatest prune right there, but as close as you can get it. You also don't have to use pruners. You can just kind of snap it out with your finger and thumb. Might not be as clean of a cut though, so that's the only thing to kind of watch out for. But you really want to prune everything up just so you are giving all of the energy to the main stem and the flowers that are produced from that, rather than producing new heads, which is going to suck the energy out of the plant. All right, and then as you can see, we pruned this up. So now what we've got to do is get this plant back to the stake. So we're just gonna use the Max Tapener here and get it nice and secured. So as you can see, not too close. That'll give it some room to grow, and also just kind of give it some breathing room and let that stem kind of thicken up. And then this tape should stretch a little bit as time goes on too. So this will be good for at least the season, and maybe a little bit beyond, but at least get the job done for right now. So and then as you can see, we'll just be going down the line here, pruning up the rest of these tomatoes, staking them up. So if I can get it all on video without making everyone sick, I will try to capture all that and give you some more pointers on how to prune up tomatoes. Alright, so I'm going to try my best to show you how to prune up this tomato plant here. As you can see, this is growing pretty wild. So what you want to do, again, find the main stem, look for your branches, and in between the branches, you're going to see some tomato plants that actually look pretty healthy, but you just got to cut those out so it's not sucking energy from the main plant. And so as you can see, here's a perfect example right here. And what you can do, you can actually plant these as cuttings, and it'll grow into a perfectly good tomato plant. So keep them, pitch them, whatever you want to do, but just know that you can actually reuse that. I'm not, because I've got 100 tomato plants too many already. But yeah, so look at that. That's another, the header looks almost better than this plant already. So, really good starter plants, again, and it kind of hurts to do it, but you got to, clean the plant up and, make sure you're giving it the best chance to succeed here, and if you miss some, this is a sucker right here. Think about how much energy is getting taken out of the plant to produce. This is a whole another plant in itself. So, you got to be very... Here's another one. San Marzano, like this one's so bad it's even got a sucker on the sucker. So San Marzano San Marzano tomatoes are notorious for branching out. Like as you can see, this is an actual branch right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's actually forming a header as well. So it's a really strange plant. I think it's a kind of a hybrid of like a determinate and an indeterminate, so that's why it has such a weird growth pattern. But the tomatoes are like perfect for sauces, and just homemade spaghetti is just not the same without these tomatoes. Alright, so I'm going to take you over here just so you can get a better look in here at this plant. Look at that. Snip. Here's another one. So here's a nice thing about these pruners, you know, so small you can kind of get in there. Nope, no, that's not disconnected. So, you know, you want to, oh, I've got some green beans growing down here. So I'm going to get that one out of here. But look at this tomato plant, you know, it's just going a little too wild down here. So I'm going to prune all this stuff off. Just really let the plant breathe. You know, look at this plant. You know, it's not very tall, and you know, probably one of the reasons is just all this growth down here. So start hacking away. Like I said, bottom third should be good. But you know, once you take those suckers out of there, that'll make a huge difference. So definitely want to do that. And as you can see, in spite of not pruning up well, we've got some pretty good sized tomatoes there. So I'm going to finish this up, kind of hit up the rest of the garden, you know, make sure everything's staked up well. So we'll come back, you know, just show you kind of the basics of that, the Max Tapener tying tool, maybe give some more tips on pruning, but otherwise those are kind of the basics. If you have any questions, feel free to drop me a comment on any social channels, and I'll be happy to help. So thanks for watching in, and as always, I appreciate it.